The Smart Infrastructure Facility at the University of Wollongong is concerned with integrated infrastructure planning and management, and that's about being focused on the system as a whole as opposed to the bits of the system. And the reason we want to do that is because livability, international competitiveness are so essential about the way the system works. And we want to shift the focus of both government and industry from individual projects to the system. And if we can get that right, we can gift a fundamental outcome to this country about more efficient and better functioning infrastructure to meet the needs of business and the community. Well, the Smart Infrastructure Facility is about the size of a small aircraft carrier. It's about 12,000 square metres of floor space. It'll have within it 30 state-of-the-art laboratories covering anything from materials through to water, through to transport, through to economic policy laboratories and so forth. And all these laboratories will be connected. At the hub of the Smart Infrastructure Facility is a simulation centre which will allow us to look at systems, the infrastructure systems and how they operate, so that we can see on in a single way the way big systems operate. And you say, well, why do we want to do that? We do it for one reason, is because visualisation of these systems is the language of collaboration, bringing disparate parties together so that they can understand and observe the consequences of their own actions on very large, complex networks. The integrated infrastructure management that is our creed, if you like, at the Smart Infrastructure Facility operates at two levels, not only in terms of planning and thinking more holistically about the network and the systems, but it's also being able to bring together the different institutions, whether it's government, whether it's industry, or whether it's academia, and the rich data that sits within these organisations into a single coherent one. And that's really the case, that we're looking for better evidence, we're looking for better information that can inform better decision making. And that really goes to the heart of it. And we'll have a national repository of infrastructure data, which has never been held in this country before, so that whether you're looking at above ground or below ground, that this information will become knowledge and it will be discoverable. And that goes to the heart of our very first step that the Smart Infrastructure Facility will gift, if you like, to the country in order to make our country more livable and certainly more productive. One of the areas that we're fundamentally involved in at this very early stage of the life of the Smart Infrastructure Facility is asking the tough questions about what is the impact of congestion, the bane of any person that lives in a major city in this country or indeed a major city around the world. How does that impact on land use? What are the consequences of that for governments to be more dynamic and front-footed about allowing land use to occur which meets the needs of the community, whether that's for improving livability or creating opportunities for work that is close to where they live. These processes are fundamentally changing, and there are deep tectonic shifts occurring within the community and also the regulatory world to enable governments to be more front-footed about getting land use policies right. And the Smart Infrastructure Facility is at the forefront of research and understanding particularly how human beings and institutions operate and react to infrastructure and improving accessibility. And you'll be hearing much more over the coming years from the Smart Infrastructure Facility on these very issues.